My name is Tanner Zipshin. I'm like a host, I'm an actor, I'm out of Toronto. I've been doing this for a while in Niagara Falls. I don't really do too many of these conventions anymore, but honestly, I just love this one so much. I just get sucked back every year. This is such a fun one. Am I right? Yes. It brings people together. The little border town. It's nice. How many Americans are here today? Me? Okay. And I guess I don't have to ask for the Canadians. I assume that's the other half. Right? Okay, well, let's get it started. You know, when I got my schedule for the weekend, I was very excited about a couple panels, and this was definitely one of them because, you know, this person has been a part of so many amazing projects. I won't even list them all because there's, I think, literally 160 of them. We'll get into that in a bit. But let's not waste any more time. We're going to get to your fan questions as well, so think of some good questions. We've got some audience mics we'll throw to you in a bit. But for now, please give a big Niagara Falls welcome to Lou Diamond Phillips.
Oh, you're wearing boys, so that's, you know, you're okay in my book.
Okay, hey, thank you.
My wife approves too.
Well, pleasure you know, doing this with you finally. I'm a big fan of so many of your projects. I collect soundtracks, a lot of vinyl, a lot of CDs mainly, because some of them weren't on vinyl. And one of my prized possessions is this one right here.
Nice.
You know, it's a little bit, anyone? Anyone?
It's all about love, baby. Trace Buster.
Yeah, it was awesome. The wardrobe in that was incredible for yourself. It was a lot of shirtless scenes. It really encapsulated the time very well. Late 90s era.
That's funny that you, at the wardrobe fitting. That reminds me of a funny story. At the wardrobe fitting, our director is Kirk Wong, and it's his first North American film. We shot it in Toronto, by the way. The big hit was filmed in Toronto. Right? Come on! So you know I was eating good every night. So, which is ridiculous because I had to stay in really good shape. Yeah. Because those other assholes were, you know, underwear, you know, models. And so I'm doing the wardrobe fitting, and we go through, and Kirk Wong is, as I said, Chinese. His English is not great. And amazing man, wonderful man. But, and John Woo is our executive producer. So I go through and I say to the costume designer, I said, we're missing one. What am I wearing in the locker room scene? And she goes, let me get the director. Which you know is not always good news. So he comes in and goes, what's the problem? What's the problem? I said, no problem, Kirk. I just was wondering what I'm going to wear in the locker room scene. Oh, you wear nothing. Kirk, Mark Wahlberg, Antonio Sabato, they've been on billboards in their underwear, okay? I'm 10 years older than them. I can't be not wearing nothing. No, you look good. Don't worry, you know, you put towel, you know. And yeah, so that's what's in the movie. Don't rush to go get the DVD. It was a blast, and I love doing that film. It was crazy.
And you mentioned, I think, on your social channels that you love food. Is that where it came from? Was that what is your like go-to? What do you love?
I cook all kinds of stuff. Some of you may have seen me on the Food Network. I won the Rachel versus Guy food competition. I was on Chopped like an idiot. I forgot ingredients. Chef Manish, I'm so angry at you. Yeah, I should have won it. I really should have won it. I'm a co-owner of Tribeca Grill in New York City, so if you go, Tribeca Grill is fantastic. You got to go check it out. But yeah, I became a foodie years and years ago. Had the great fortune to travel the world and you know, try amazing cuisine. And you know, I pushed the celeb thing and would talk my way into a kitchen and find out, well, how did you do this or how did you do that? You know, just learned all kinds of things. So I end up cooking at home a lot, and I don't really have to go to. I mean, I got, you know, I love many different kinds of cuisine. I'll go Italian, I'll go Mexican, I'll grill since I'm from Texas. You know, just do all kinds of stuff. My wife is German, and she's an amazing cook too. So we kind of shake it up.
Amazing. And we mentioned earlier, you've been a part of so many amazing projects, and I know the one that they really showcased before you came here was, of course, BAMBA. Now, is it true that your agent messed it up when you were approached with the project? You thought you were playing, was it Frankie?
Oh, you make it sound so like I was really important, man. I was nobody. I was on cuts. I was in Dallas, Texas at the time. I was doing a lot of theater. I was doing really small roles. I did a day player on the Dallas series. And I was actually teaching acting with my mentor, a man named Adam Rourke, who I love and adore to this day. Sadly, he's no longer with us. But yeah, we ran a thing called the Film Actors Lab at Las Colinas in the studios out there. So I get a call from my agent's assistant saying, well, you've got this audition for this musical on the life of Frankie Valli. Right? Now, at the time, Jersey Boys didn't exist. So I'm thinking, Sherry, I can do that. Yeah, sure, why not? They'll get a perm, fine. I mean, I'm 2 feet taller than he really is, but whatever. I don't care. So I went down to this legit theater in Dallas and found out immediately that it was not a musical, that this was a musical movie biopic. And what they were doing in Dallas, Texas was beyond me. I was flabbergasted. And so they gave me the sides. And back then, back in the day, you had to cold read. They didn't give you the sides to prepare anything. Now they do, which is a lot easier on actors, and you can do a better job with your auditions.
Now you can just self-tape. You got all the time in the world. You can do that 30, 40, 50.
Exactly. Pick the one you like.
You can throw an edit in there, hide it.
Right. Do the hair and makeup, the whole 9 yards. But so this, I get it, and I go, and I'm thunderstruck. I suddenly realized what an opportunity this is. And to this day, Junie Lowry was the casting director, and she was there with the associate producer, Phillips. And they said, yes, this is a Hollywood film. We're looking in Texas, because we've already cast, in LA and New York and Chicago, 600 people they saw for the role. And at the end of the day, Junie says, you need to stick around because I need to put you on tape. And they put me on tape for both roles, for Richie and for Bob. And Hollywood story, true story. 2 weeks later, they flew me to Los Angeles for a screen test, and the rest was history. So yeah, fantastic, right? The other thing that's really cool is that Junie Lowry was the casting director on Longmire, and that's how I ended up in that show.
You hear so many stories from these iconic projects, and it's hard to tell sometimes where the truth lies in them. I did hear that was Richie's sister on set, and I heard she was on set during the filming of the coin toss scene. Is that correct?
The family was on the set every single day.
Okay.
Going back to my screen test, for Columbia Pictures, I smoked back in the day. I quit. And I was standing outside the soundstage having a smoke, and there was another guy still up for the role. And this red convertible Thunderbird pulls up, this Chicano cat in a black leather vest and a white tank top and a pair of Ballerama wraparound shades gets out, and he goes, and I went, oh my God, that's Bob Morales. That was the real guy. Yeah. And the very first day of filming up in Watsonville for the apricot picking sequence, my call time was 6:30. The van is going to be outside to go to set. Like at 5:45, comes a banging on my door, and it's Richie's mom going, "Richie, time to go to work." So I mean, the family, we got very